Hey guys! Dropped something already. So, back with another makeup tutorial. This time, starting with eye primer, and face is already washed and moisturized because you should always start with that. I'm going to be priming my eyes because eyeshadow works best on that. I'm using the Urban Decay. Mirror's down here, so don't mind me. Just putting a little bit on. If you guys have any character suggestions, as you've already read the title, you know who I'm doing today. I'm sorry it's been so long. I went to film this video once before and did not go well. Right. Going to get that worked in. And yes, using your fingers is like the best way to do this, but you can use a brush or a beauty sponge. Okay. So, just like last time, we're starting with the eyes. Now, I have all my eye brushes right here. I'm going to pick a nice flat brush, and we're going to start with the lids. Different than last time. I'm going to pick a nice light yellow, tapping into Foreplay, building up on both sides of my brush, tapping off excess because you don't want fallout, and then packing it on to the lid because we're going to do a nice little smoky eye from yellow to blue. So we want a nice strong build up, then build out. So we're going to build from bottom up. So once we have that, dipping back in to Foreplay, tapping off, and repeating on the other eye. And if you guys are wondering why I don't fast forward, it's because I want you guys to see how long it actually takes me to do this, and to show you guys that really anybody can do makeup. So tapping, 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 focusing, really just there. So, as you can see, focus just on, just on the lids, right? Putting this off to the side. Picking up a nice fluffy brush. Doesn't really matter what kind of brush you use. I like these little fluffy brushes. And I'm going to be dipping into a light blue, right? So I'm now going into my favorite, mostly because I don't really have any other blues. I'm going into this light blue right here. Just tapping, tapping, tapping. Getting some product onto the edge. Tapping it down. And I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to focus it right into the crease. And I'm going to smoke it down into the gold. And build it up. Now remember, we're going to go to a dark blue on that upper portion. So again, tap into the brush. I'm doing this, and notice how I'm holding the brush. I'm holding pretty far down, and I'm holding my brush like this. So we're going again, right into that crease. Just smoking it in. Smoking it in. And if you don't think you've got enough of that color payout, dip in, tap in, repeat. Because you can always add more color, but once you add the color, you can't take it away. So, right. Blend and blend in. Okay, I'm switching to a different mirror. I need to clean that one. Right. And then blend in. I switch to the other one and blend it. Blend it. Okay, gonna add a little bit more of that blue. And tappy tappy. And blend it. Right. As you can see, I'm blending up a little bit. So now you can see. Right? Now we're going to that slightly darker blue. Here. So now we were in this blue. We're going over. And do the same thing. Tappy tappy. Swirl a little bit. Tap. Don't really need a lot. Tap it into the brush. And again, just blend up. When you're doing a smoky eye, it's all about your color story. So you're blending. And notice I flipped the way my brush is held. So before I was like this, and now sideways. Same brush. And I'm not holding my eye or anything, I just have it closed. And I'm just blending. A lot of blending. Blending, blending, blending. Alright, tapping back into that same blue. Tapping down. Doing the other side now. And blending and blending and blending. And going back to the first eye and blending some more. Anytime you think you're done blending, blend it some more. Right? As you can see, blending and blending. Can put this brush off to the side, as my little table has decided to go everywhere. One thing down and another thing down to go. Right? I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is actually ColourPop. So if you want to get this exact brush, it's ColourPop E2. I just like ColourPop, I guess. And for this one, I'm actually going to take my darkest blue, which is this color. And I'm tapping. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. So you don't need a lot. Just a little. Tap it off. Put it down. I'm just gonna darken that corner up. Darken that corner up. Just gonna tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap again in. Yeah. And then just tap, tap, tap. So you get that nice tapped out blue. Okay. Hold on to that. Right. From there, we're going to move on to the rest of the face. Prime it. Doesn't matter what kind of primer you use. Just a little bit goes a long way. Remember to always press it in before you rub it in. Focus on the good spots. For me, that's around my nose and on my forehead. That's why I always put it in on there first. Once you have it all rubbed in, whoop. Okay, no blue. fall out. And you can go in with your foundation, or I like to always do my concealer first. A couple of little lines just under the eye to carve that out. Not really to hide bags or anything, just to carve and highlight the face. Down the nose, a little bit on the forehead, and then I like to use a damp beauty sponge. Really, you can use a brush if you want. And then blendy, 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 blendy. This carves out the eye area for whatever you want to do. And it also acts as a primer for when you want to put any makeup under the eyes. Blendy, 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 blendy. Okay. I'm going to do my foundation, which, let's just start. Really use any foundation you want. This is my preference. I'm not going to tell you guys, oh, you have to use this or that, or if you don't do this, it's not going to work. No, use whatever you want. Use whatever you have on hand. This is what works for me. If I'm dipping off to a side or anything, it's because that's just what I've got off to the camera. Alright, I'm going to dab this on. As Christine always says, dab, dab, dab. And the cat ears are just really to keep my hair out of my face. Because you don't want your hair in your makeup. Because that won't look good. Right, alright. Take your time when you're blending in your foundation, because nobody wants an unblended foundation. I mean, you guys are a little bit farther away, so you're not going to see it. But go to my Instagram and you'll see close-up pictures of this look. And trust me, if my foundation is not blended, you're going to see it. And then you can comment, hey Maria, your foundation is not blended. And then I'll be like, oh, I know. That's why I take so much time blending. Literally half my routine is just blending in the foundation. And blend it down your neck because you don't want a line. Like everybody's heard that rumor of like the mask line. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. So blend it. Blend it. Blend it. So much fun. And really, this just feels good. And who knows? If you guys want, I'll show you how to blend your makeup in with a brush. I actually really love blending my makeup in with a brush. I just like also using this sponge because, like, it feels so good too. Like, don't tell anybody, but half the time I'll use a brush, half the time I'll use a sponge. So, alright. I think I'm blended. Nope. Right. I'm blending. So, now that we have the base of our smoky eye, let's kick it into a real smoky eye. So, for that, we're going to go back to brush number 2. We're going to go back to palette number 1, which, if anybody's wondering, is one of my favorite brands, Carity Frost Palette. I don't know if you can get this palette anymore, but it's my favorite. It's my baby. I have 3 of their palettes. We're going to be dipping into Crystal. I just love this palette so much. Honestly, I just love Carity as a brand. And we're going to as we see that dark blue, we're going to take it and we're going to smoke and run it out. And run it out. I'm going to take a little bit down, run it under our eye. Then we'll darken it up. So right now it looks crazy. Trust me, you're gonna run into that look. You're gonna run into that time where every makeup look looks crazy. Trust a girl. Trust a girl. Trust me. I've done enough crazy makeup looks where you're just like, oh my god, I ruined my look. I ruined my look. How am I gonna come back from this? Trust me, you're gonna come back. So again, take your eye makeup, start smoking it up, swirling it around, swirling it around. You want to create that nice little beautiful C shape. Go down, smoke it under the eye. Yes. Right. No. Looks crazy. I'm telling you, it's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look crazy. You're gonna look like you just ruined your makeup. Because you're like, oh, I just worked so hard on that. And I look like a madman. If you don't look like a madman at least once in your makeup routine, you're not doing it right. Okay. We're gonna go back to the fluffy brush. We're gonna go back to that dark color that was on it. We're gonna swirl. We're gonna get it saturated. Tappy tappy. Again, tappy tappy. So we're gonna create some nice darkness in there. Put it in fluff. In fluff. Might have to dip in a couple times. But just remember, you'll get there. You'll get there. Let's get to that nice darkness. See? I got there. I got there. If you want to see the up close and personal, go to the Instagram. You'll see it. I will leave a link down below. Tappy tappy, tappy tappy. And don't worry, I will do the day to cosplay. Right now we're just focusing on the day side. And if you're wondering, hey, you're losing all the yellow, don't worry, I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back. Okay? Bringing that out, bringing that out. Smoke it out, smoke it out. Bring it out, bring it out, bring it out. Alright? Now, you're going to take back that first brush. You're going to dip back into that first color you used. For me, it's Foreplay. Again, feel free to use whatever color you want. Whatever color you have on hand. Don't feel that you need to use the same thing. You're going to wet your brush. For me, I'm using MAC, the watermelon one, because if you don't know, I love watermelon. And you're going to wet that brush. Hopefully actually hit the brush, not hit around the brush, because you got better aim than I do. And you're going to foil your eyelid. So you're going to cut your crease. Ooh la la. And you're going to come over here and you're going to cut crease. Ooh la la. Now you see what I had. Yellow on first. Ooh la la. Oh yeah. I knew what I was doing. Like I said, this isn't the first time I've done this look. Boom. That yellow's popping. Alright. Now we're going to grab a little bit of bronzer. Again, just grabbing my favorite bronzer. It's the Butter Bronzer by and bronzing up. This is perimeter of your face. Bada bing, bada boom. Bronze up wherever the sun hits ya. And again, if it's unblended, blend it, blend. Because you don't want anything to be unblended. Blend with the side of the brush. Honestly, that's really what I do. Alright. I'm going to throw on a little bit of my favorite chapstick. Because I'm going to go take some quick pictures. So, buzzing! Alright, I'm back from taking those wonderful pictures that you can check out on my Instagram down below. And we're going to take this day look to a cosplay look. And how I'm going to do that is by taking a flat brush. And I just have everything off to the side, don't worry about it. And a blue. We're going to take one of these blues. So we're going to take a couple of blues. And we're just going to dip in. And it's going to be like painting your face. Just load up the tip of the brush. Just the tip. Don't tap off. And you're going to start by painting the side of your cheek. And paint the other side of your cheek. And you're going to feather it down. You're going to give yourself a nice blush. Feather down. And feather down. Alright, once you have most of that off, you're going to dip into an aqua. So you're going to want to lighten that up. You're going to go the opposite direction. You are going to want to tap this off. Okay? So you're going to want to go up all of that. Right? Again, make sure all of your hair is out of your mouth, out of your way. And again, dip in, tap off, and again. Paste if you're ambidextrous. If not, lean over. If you are, work with it. Creating a nice little gradient there. Okay. And I'm going to blend it around in there. Good. So now I have these patches. I'm going to tap into the lightest blue I have. And tappy tappy, tappy tappy. Tap it off. And I'm going to go over the bridge of my nose, connecting these two. Going over. Going over. And I'm just going to keep smoothing that out. Until I create a nice seamless blue blush across my face. It has a nice deep dimensions. Now if you're anything like me, blue stains, that's why you take the precaution of having the eyeshadow primer. You put on foundation. Blue stains. Most people, it's pink. I stain with blue. Get that blending in. Again, just like with eyeshadows on your eyes, you want everything to be blendy. Blendy, blendy, blendy. Because if it's not blended, it's not good. Alright. We're gonna add back in that dimension, that dark blue, just near the edges, or in little lines, whatever you prefer. Because it's your look, it's your cosplay look. Giving him little blushy lines, little dimension. That's nice. Alright. Right. And I'm done with that cosplay look. Don't forget, check out the link in the description below. And if you have any more ideas for me, leave them in the comments below. Till next time, bye!